Cancer, hi. So this is going to be a reading for shuffling, for September 4th through the 10th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future, and then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Well, let's see, Cancer. What is happening for you? The overall energy for the reading, the Knight of Wands. This is a very passionate kind of energy, and I feel like you're the one that's carrying this energy. It could be an energy coming your way too, but I kind of feel it as this is you. This is moving towards something that means something to you. I don't know. In the recent past, the Death card, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Swords, this is a big aha moment for you, where you're cutting yourself off, basically. You know, all of the crap, all of the bullshit that you're telling yourself, you're like, uh-oh, busted. Okay, let's cut that crap out, you know? I feel like for a very long time, you've been telling yourself things that are not necessarily true. And we all do it to some extent sometimes, you know? But in one particular situation about one particular thing, there's something you've been telling yourself over and over and over again, and it wasn't true. You know, so this is a time when you're done doing that. In the current situation, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool. I see you working on something. Something of yours, something from the past, something that needs healing. You know, you're looking in that direction and you're quite eager to work on. I don't think I've seen this kind of an energy of eagerness to work, to heal something. You know, to be like, oh, I've got that going on. Okay, let's heal that, you know? Okay. You look pretty excited about it. Which is, I mean, yeah, it's a little weird, but it's cool. In the immediate future, the Eight of Wands, the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Wow, this is great energy right here. So whatever it is that you're heading towards in this energy of the Knight of Wands, it's meeting you halfway here, basically. It could be a person, it could be just a situation, you know, that you're kind of heading towards, and then you get there and it's like, oh man, this energy right here is really, really cool, because it is. It's definitely an equal give and take kind of an exchange here. It's really nice. It's looking really nice. So wherever you're going, keep on going. You'll get there. All right. Let's clarify. Let me clarify the Knight of Wands. The Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. All right. Yeah, there's... whatever this direction is very healing. Even as you journey in that direction, whatever you learn along the way, towards whatever excites you here, you learn a lot of things, you know? And I see you picking those things up along the way in terms of healing, learning from whatever shows up, whatever kind of goes with you on this journey. So it's really cool. And I see you taking it easy, taking it slow, even though the energy kind of seems like super exciting. You're like, no, one day at a time, you know, it's cool. Let's enjoy the journey, kind of a thing. Cool. Let's do the Death card in the recent past. The Empress, the Five of Wands, the Judgment card. Ooh, I know what this was that you told yourself about you that was a lie. You told yourself, I don't have this, or I'm not good enough, or I suck, or things like that. There's this energy of you having your shit together. And it's right there. You had it all along. The thing is, you were in a constant argument with that energy, you know? So I feel like there's been a lot of healing, though, to get to that place of understanding that you're doing that to yourself. And there's still, I mean, there's still a little bit of conflict there. There's still a little bit of, you know, those times where you're like, nah, probably not. But overall, yeah, you stop bullshitting yourself about that. in particular, about not having it together, you know? Not a lot of gentleness there. But you reached it eventually. For the Nine of Wands, you get the Five of Cups, the Death card, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're showing me a closed chapter here in terms of your own healing. And then the next chapter, this one with the Knight of Wands, wherever it is you're going, you know, whatever your journey is now. It's basically part of your next chapter that you're showing to me here. So closing off one and jumped into the next one here. But the previous one, you were quite resistant to it. You know, it hasn't gone by easy. Not at all. There's a lot of fighting with it, fighting against it, just fighting through that cycle. For the Five of Swords, you get the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the High Priestess. That's the sucky part to this too, because again, we're going back to you not believing in yourself, you know, because that's the bottom line. And there are many things you may have told yourself that kept on implementing that, kept on supporting that sense of, let me not believe in me, because you're done with that. Your intuition started to kick in through all of that at some point, and you started listening to it, and you're like, you know what, I think I have it though. I keep on telling myself that I don't, and I keep on telling myself that I suck, and I this, that, and the other, but I don't think I'm that bad. You know, I feel like you started from that place into possibly cutting it out completely, you know, because the things you tell yourself matter a lot. If you listen carefully to what you're saying about yourself, yeah, you'll be surprised sometimes. Because you may think, I'm saying that jokingly, or yeah, no, I don't know. You know, if you say a joke like 100 times, is it jokingly anymore? You know, so I feel like you caught yourself there eventually. But it's been, you know, it's been tough. It hasn't been easy to catch yourself there. For the Five of Cups, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups. Something, this is this specific to someone? Maybe. It may be specific to a particular person here, this energy. Because I feel like if you're coming from a place of things weren't that great at some point, but because there's been a lot of healing, especially on your part with recognizing who you are, what you want, you know, gaining a lot of clarity over that, you have shifted a lot. And your perception over love, your perception over relationships in general has changed. So there's definitely a brand new energy coming into play, and it could involve a particular person here. It's beautiful, brand new beginning, you know? That's how it's going to look. That's how it's going to come in. We may ask for it all we want. If we're not changing anything and shifting anything within ourselves, it's not going to come. But this kind of makes sense, you know? Let's do the Seven of Pentacles. You get the Two of Wands, the Temperance card, the Knight of Cups. All right, patience. Ooh, you're doing so good with patience, it's not even funny. You could possibly start a workshop on that, because, you know, a lot of signs, usually when I read through their energies, there's that anxiousness, like, oh, I know I have to be patient, but nah, you're like, chill, we're good. But you're doing kind of like a continuous work on it to sustain it, because maybe you've gained that, you know, perspective, that whole sense of, yeah, I know how to be patient, but it's kind of like one of those energies that needs work on constantly, because otherwise you can lose it just like that, you know? So, but I don't see that being an issue necessarily. So you're kind of showing me that place of, I've reached the peak of patience here, and I know how to work through it. I know how to keep it. I just know. So let's do this, you know? It seems flawless. It seems like you're a master at, you know, you're mastering patience, basically. For the Fool, you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Swords. When it comes to matters of the heart, though, when there's something specifically tied up to your heart, that's when a little bit of stress comes through. It's like, okay, now I'm gonna open up my heart. Uh-oh. It makes sense, though, you know? We're not used to keeping our hearts open. But, you know, through healing, through a lot of work, we get to that place. That doesn't mean that, oh, okay, I'm done. No, staying in that place is the most difficult part. Because we're vulnerable, we're scared, we're fragile. You know, we're not used to those kinds of emotions and feeling them with that kind of intensity. So it kind of makes sense that you are shown up fully open from your heart. And then you're like, what's going on here? You know, looking a little bit lost, a little bit even stressed out, like, you know. I don't know, you're giving me a sense that you want to open up your heart here. You know, it's not like I did it accidentally. No. You definitely are showing up as wanting to show up fully in a particular situation here. And again, it could be tied up to a particular person, or just in general, just opening up your heart, part of your healing here, you know. But it's a beautiful energy. But I can't see how you know, it can be intimidating and scary. So that's kind of normal. I'm not, you know, patting you on the back and saying, yeah, keep on being stressed about it. No, you know, work through it. In the immediate future, you get the Eight of Wands. For the Eight of Wands, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Lovers. Man, you got beautiful energy here. So if this is, let's say this belongs to you, whatever's happening in the current situation belongs strictly to you, you know, your work in progress, your patience through it all, your openness of your heart and all of that. So it's kind of representing you. And then in the immediate future, I see an energy that's definitely interacting with your energy as it opens up. And it's a perfect match. It's a perfect match. And it's not only energetically, you know, it's coming through as, you know, from all angles. Anywhere you look at this, you'll find that interaction, that equal give and take. So it's quite beautiful. Let me do the King of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands. All right. Well, let me do the Ace of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, Three of Wands, King of Pentacles. Oh. Okay. So one of you, and I'm not sure which is which at this point, but yes, this situation comes together in quite the beautiful energy. One of you is not fully available, but it's not because they don't want to. It's not because it's a timing kind of a thing. Because one of you is coming from the perspective of being focused on their sense of stability. So their focus is a lot there as this is coming through. And even though this is beautiful and all of that, it can't kind of override the other energy being put on stability, because that's where they're at, you know, at that time. So it's going to feel nice and pretty and all of that, but at some point it's going to feel like one of you is going to back away. And they're not doing it because they want to. They're not even aware that they're doing it necessarily. It's just because their energy is pulling them to where they were when this came together, basically. So if there's any kind of, okay, this is beautiful and it's amazing, and and all of a sudden it's like, what just happened? Where'd the other person go? You know, don't panic. If that's them pulling away, because I see a little bit of, I'm here and I want to be here, but for some reason I can't be here. So there's a lot of in and out at some point, and it turns a little bit into that because I see their energy being pulled someplace else, because that's where the focus is. Not because they intend to, not because they want to, because they definitely want to experience this because it's beautiful, you know. I feel like when they're going to feel that pull and that whole in and out, whoever this is, they're not going to understand what the hell is going on, and what, you know, they might be like, what the hell is wrong with me, you know? So So yeah, it's going to take a while though for this energy to, I mean, the energy of the two of you comes together, but the energy of in and out and being pulled in two directions here, it's going to take a while by the looks of it. It's going to last a little until they get to that place that they want to get, whoever this is. It could be you, it could be them. I have no idea who this is. So let's see what the universe has to close it off. The Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Interesting. This showed up twice already. The Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Whoever this is that's getting pulled to create some sort of sense of stability, it's not only for them. It includes the other person too. But it's not being revealed in the beginning as that necessarily. But I saw that in the reading here, and now the universe is kind of giving me the same sense. And it's leading into a freaking amazing place. Beautiful energy there attached to this teamwork kind of a thing, you know? So nice. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.